best price equals subscribe and save. Real quickly, Essentials for Life. If you buy it at retail, it's $73.99. If you just order it at wholesale from the company by being a member, it's $65.99. You go on subscribe and save for this particular product, you'll say it's $59.19. That's where you get your best price. Get on subscribe and save. Stay on subscribe and save. And and you got to have Essentials for Life on there. And if you begin to accumulate these bottles in the cabinet, well, let me tell you, friends, you're not taking care of yourself. You're not taking care of your body. Your family's not taking care of their self, and they're not taking care of their body. We carry little pouches of Essentials for Life everywhere we go. Everybody in our family has it, even the grandchildren. Everybody takes Essentials for Life. The I Feel Great pack, you just saw that. Essentials for Life and the Revive. Retails $93.99. The wholesale price to a member, just buying it off their site, $83.99. You go on subscribe and save, it's $75.19. Resist, $51.99. Wholesale, $45.99. Subscribe and save, $41.59. Revive, $46.99 at retail, $41.99 at wholesale, $37.59 at subscribe and save. So what does that tell you? Get on subscribe and save today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Subscribe and save today. You want to do that. Doesn't even make sense not to. A subscribe and save equals your automatic monthly qualifications, which equals monthly residual income. And that's the basis for this whole thing. Number one, if you average 100, I got 100 subscribe and save, then we're going to do 100. You have 100 people on subscribe and save. Watch this, folks. You build this over time. You have 100 times 106 PV. Okay, that's the average that's out there, 106. That gives you 10,600 TQV times 35% equals $3,710, plus you qualify for your car. That's $600 in car bonus equals $4,310 a month. That's $51,720 a year in residual income. In residual income. When you have a subscribe and save business like this, you basically can meet your monthly maintenance requirements, and I've got an asterisk there. Just make sure you know what they are and that you have it orchestrated correctly so that you qualify. Let's go one more step. And everybody on this line, I believe everybody can do easy. In the next 2 to 3 years, you can have 500 people on subscribe and save in your open group. So let's take 250 people on subscribe and save. What does that do? 250 times an average of 106 PV per person. That's 26,500 TQV times 35%. That's $9,275 in residual income, plus $600 in car bonus, plus $1,000 in bonus boost, and that equals $10,875 a month. That's $130,500 a year in residual income. That doesn't count what you make on retail. That doesn't count on what you make in your executive overrides. This is just the simple basics. Now, if you just double that to 500, which is not a person on this line that can't, in this atmosphere and this momentum that we're going in and the products that we have to get people into your organization, easy over the next 2-3 years, you can have 500 subscribe and save customers. You just double that. That is $250,000 annually in residual income. Okay, very, very critical. And make sure you refer to your comp plan booklet to make sure these you work it out so you have your qualifications correctly. So I just want to close out with this right here. Let me see. I think, Mike, let's see. I think I've covered everything that you wanted me to. This is a whole nother area that I had set up. So, Mike, I'll turn it back over to you. Okay. I hope that helped and got people to understand what in the heck they've got in their hands.
It does, JK. Go ahead and unshare your screen because you've got your screen up and I need to show folks something.
Okay.
Just go down there and say stop sharing. There you go. Thank you,
There
Jay.
we go.
Ladies
Good
and
job,
gentlemen, you heard from a powerful individual that isn't just talking about what you should do, but actually doing it. Been doing it for over 4 decades. I want to thank you, JK, for doing it. But you said we weren't going to do the pudding test. You are so wrong, buddy. So here is some Jell-O pudding, okay? I want you to pretend, this is important how you do this, JK. It's important on how you say the words. You can say something one way and say it another way, and it's 10 times as effective. So this is like a stomach. This is like your stomach. And inside this stomach, I want you to pretend that there is a T-bone steak, there's some hot French bread, and there's a baked potato. Now, what does all that have in common? It's all been cooked to 118 degrees, and it all has dead digestive enzymes. So it can't digest unless it steals enzymes from other parts of your body. Now, take a look at this. You see how I got it upside down? See how sticky that is? It ain't going nowhere. That's just stuck, okay? What I did, JK, is I took 2 of the Essentials for Life before the meeting started, and I put it into a different stomach with a T-bone steak and a baked potato and French bread that was cooked to 118 degrees. Watch what happens in your stomach when you put the Essentials for Life in your stomach with your meals. Remember JK said 6 to 8 a day? Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. It's like water. See, what the Essentials for Life did is they went into that pudding and they put those live digestive enzymes to work just like you put them in your stomach. Folks, this analogy that JK gave us of between $50,000 a year to $250,000 a year only works if the product works. It only works if you've got something that is one of the 4 cornerstones of a successful business, and one of those things is a unique selling proposition. We're not selling Flintstones gummies. We're not selling one-a-day synthetic chemical vitamins. We are marketing the Essentials for Life. You know how much that formula cost my company? I know because I wrote the checkout. $4 million. That's how powerful this formula was, and that's why I purchased it. I'm not a dummy when it comes to business. And I said, we need this in our company, and I don't want anybody else to have it, so I bought it. Remember JK said businesses invest $50 million, $100 million in a recurring consumable business? Hey, I saw that, and I said, we need that product. So JK, thank you for your powerful, if there's a single person on this call, Patsy Lofter, if you eat your food without taking the Essentials for Life today, dumb, okay? We need to use this product, not just buy the product. And you get qualified automatically instead of having to have 100 PV or 200 PV during your first 6 months. So thank you for that.
I want to thank you for watching this video. If you did like it, go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Once again, thank you for watching the video.